We've been living in this barn for over a year. We've made it through one winter. We're getting ready to winterize it. Check it out.
First fire together on the homestead. Feels rewarding, doesn't it?
We're converting this barn into a Barndominium. We have the bathroom framed out, the laundry room, the pantry. Over there is going to be the kitchen. We have some slider doors coming in here, slider doors coming in there. You can see we have insulation and sheetrock everywhere. Right now, we really want to insulate upstairs because when we first moved here, we got here in September, couldn't find any electricians, no plumbers to run like the wires. You know, I've been doing the wires with an electrician. We got some plumbing going on. So we couldn't put in the insulation sheetrock. So we had to get through the winter by building this little like cubby around the stove with tarps and blankets and like insulation board just to stay warm. But this year, right now it's November like the 18th. Right now I'm gonna be foaming in all the little holes where the electrical wires went through on the outside. Then I'm gonna go around and do all the outlets behind the outlets and anywhere where there's holes that we've drilled like a hole like this up here. And then we're gonna put in what's called baffles because I've already put in soffit vents so the air can come in through the roof. And then at the other end here, we have to put in gable vents on the outside. And then we can start putting in these baffles to let the air come through, and then we can start insulating the ceiling. So here's the baffles. This was made out of foam. Looks like they're cut so that we can fold them up on the edge. She already vacuumed all through there. Now we're gonna put the baffles in. This is how you fold the baffles. You make like a little, basically a box at the end. And it closes like that. There you go.
All right, so we start with the fold. Then you place it in the cavity gently because it's very delicate. It's more delicate than an egg carton. You gotta finesse, watch out for nails. Hopefully you don't have any hanging out, but sometimes you do.
All right, and then let's do the front real quick.
Yep.
Level right
So
here.
it's flush with the top plate. Basically every 8 inches, it recommends you staple 6 to 8.
And then I push it back, make sure it's like a 90-degree back there. And I come up and just to get it secure, hit this, I don't know what you call it, part of the roof. And then I staple the corners. Staple this corner. Get it up here at the very end. Pull it down a little bit. Same for the other side. That's pretty good. One more. Now I can put the insulation in there. And the soffit's behind this. The air's going up through these little channels. So I stapled it here, stapled it on the folds. And if you come back, I put staples here because it's going up with this beam. How many inches, babe? And staple, staple, staple. So if you look back, the air should come up through that soffit behind this and go up into our ridge vent. And then we're gonna have gable vents, haven't put them up yet. And now I'll put a piece of insulation in, you cut through the wire up here. And then there's an angle. So you don't wanna stuff the insulation back in there because it's gonna lose the R value. So what I did is I took an X-Acto knife, I measured it and I cut it at an angle and it's back in there. And what I did, so it's 6 inches back there, I put a little line right here to show where to stop, that little red line. I have it in there far enough. So that soffit is 6 inches deep, and when it goes down to an angle, it's 4 inches. So I drew a line right here, 6 inches deep, down to 4 inches, and I just drew a line. I did it with a magic marker. You can use a knife like this, you know, but I find it easier. Let's just try this. Sawzall with the metal blade, so it's not so jagged. So maybe. Let me try, see if I can hold it at the same time. Who am I kidding? There you go. And then I just kind of rip at it.
I think we should try a bread knife too and see, compare.
And this knife works too. Where did it go? You can work with this if you want. Cut it a little bit. Just make sure, look, I'm wearing gloves and I have this shirt that does this. Because you'll get the insulation on your wrist for sure. Just kind of pull at it. Shave and a haircut. Look at it from the side, see how that looks. That's about the best I can do, huh?
Not bad.
Okay. So, you know, I got some tools here. I got this level that I'm using to draw my straight edge. All this stuff's on Amazon. We have links to kind of help out the channel. I was using my Sawzall, Dewalt, to kind of cut a line. Or you can use one of these Husky knives right here. It kind of unscrews, so you can stick it out, tighten it back up. You can break the blades off. That's a nice tool. And then I have the appropriate Husky insulation knife. That's pretty cool. That worked good. And then I got my regular old stapler. And I also have another stapler that I might be using. It's called the what? Scorpion?
Oh,
I think
we'll put it on the Stinger.
The Stinger. I'm going to show you that one next. Measured in 6 inches and with a magic marker and drew it. So when I put this part up into here, I kind of knew where to stop. You can see I have red lines up there. And then another thing I have is called the Stinger. This is it right here. And this guy is more for doing the tie back. This is a slap stapler. And inside here, they have these rubber green things that waterproof the staplers or staples, but I don't really need it for this project. But it's pretty heavy duty. I'm just gonna stick with this for now. It's much easier. So I tried cutting this insulation with a Sawzall. I also have, like I said, one of these extension knives right here, like that. But then I also have the proper tool, which is a insulation knife. Let's see how that works. And it's nicer if I can get somebody to hold this for me while I'm doing it.
I'm filming.
Yeah. And if anybody who's a professional at this, give me some tips. Because, man, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. You can see I drew the line already. This might be easier. Yeah, like this. Get cold, huh, baby?
She's all cozied up. I got her wrapped up good.
I'm sure people that do insulation have a good technique for this.
You look like you're giving a haircut.
How's it look from the side?
Fluff it.
I just gotta take a little bit more out of here. Insulation.
I guess you should be wearing a breathing mask when you do this, huh?
So I got this too, I forgot to tell you. All right, there you go. We're doing it outside so we don't get the baby insulated in her lungs. All right, now I gotta pick all this stuff up.
Got our bag here.
Paper, babe. These metal things are in the way, so I'm just taking my knife and cutting the paper so I can have the paper behind it and in front of it, like that. And then I'm just gonna pull it tight and staple it all the way down until I get to that wire. And then when I get to that wire, I'm gonna stand up there and cut a line in the installation so that the wire can sit inside of it. There you have it, putting the baffle vents in, then the insulation. You need to cut the insulation for these wires. Looks like that one butted up right there, so I can put another piece there. Had to cut out for the smoke detector. Man, I got a lot to do all the way down there, all the way around here, and I'm working by myself. It's gonna take forever. But we usually make videos on off-grid living, homesteading. I'm converting this barn into a barndominium. I have a Nissan Titan where we're gonna start doing some overlanding once we get enough money to rig that out. But we usually show you all the cool places out here in Virginia and West Virginia. And we also do product reviews. So if you guys like those kind of videos, maybe you can check us out. If you know how to do this better, if you have any suggestions, by the time you give me a comment, I'll probably already be done, but maybe for the next time. I gotta do downstairs too. So guys, thanks for watching. Stay tuned. But I'm coming home. I'm coming. I'm coming home. I'm coming. Homestead Overland, Virginia.